Welcome back to tutorial. Our next topic is move machine to Mealy machine. It means we have to convert move machine to a Mealy machine. Suppose a move machine is given to us and we have to construct a Mealy machine equivalent to that move machine. Now suppose there are two machines. This is a Mealy machine ME and this is a move machine MO. And suppose output symbol A is associated with its initial state. In move machine, output symbols are associated with states, and in Mealy machine, outputs are associated with transitions. Then these two machines will be equivalent if for every input string the output string from move machine, this move machine MO, is exactly A concatenated with the output from Mealy machine ME. Now see, how can we convert a move machine into a Mealy machine? In move machine, outputs are associated with states. Now this is the state of move machine. Here output is labeled with state. Now look at these incoming edges. Right? These incoming edges represent transition to this state, from some different states to this state. From which state these transitions are, those states I have not mentioned in this diagram. Now what we have to do, we have to associate this output with the transition which is now associated with state. So what will I do? I will remove this output symbol from here and I will label all incoming edges to this state which represent transition to this state with this output. Now here in this move machine, incoming edges are only labeled by input symbol. Now what will I do? I will remove this output from here and label all incoming edges with this output. So this state will be changed into this state. Now here I have removed the output X from here and labeled it with transitions to this state. So how we label it with transition? We write it on arrows on edges. First we write input symbol and then slash and then output. So I have labeled this output symbol on incoming edges to this state. So now this state has been transformed into this state. So when we have to convert a move machine to Mealy machine, we have to transform each state of move machine in same way as I have transformed this state. We have to remove the symbol from which are associated with states and label the incoming edges of that state with that symbol. It would be more clear when we convert this move machine to Mealy machine. Now here, this is the initial state. Now there is no incoming edge on this initial state Q0. Now there is no transition to this state. So there is no edge to which we can label by its output symbol which is associated with this state. So we will remove this state from this output symbol from here. Q0. Now look at this state Q1. It has incoming edge which is labeled by input symbol A. Now the output symbol which is associated with this state, right, which is labeled with state, we will remove it from here and label it on the transition, that is on its incoming edge to this state. Now we have to associate this output symbol with transition, that is on incoming edge. So I have removed it from here and labeled it on transition, that is on incoming edge. Now same way, remove the output symbol from this state and label the incoming edge with this output symbol along with input symbol A1. Now here also A1, B1. These are also incoming edges too. And now this loop which starts from Q3 to Q3, right? It is a loop, so it is also an incoming edge because it ends on Q3. Now this edge from Q2 is also an incoming edge to Q3. Now this will also be labeled by this output. Now here I forgot to mention the input symbol. Here the input symbol is B, so it will be B1. This is also an incoming edge to Q3 state, so it should also be labeled by the output symbol which was associated with Q3. Now only one state is left, that is Q2. Now 0 is associated with Q2. Now remove it from here and associate it with all incoming edges on Q2. Now here there are 3 incoming edges. One is from Q1, one is from Q0, and other is from Q2 itself. Now label the output symbol which was associated with Q2 to all these incoming edges along with input symbol. A0, B0. Now this is a Mealy machine which is equivalent to this Moore machine. In Moore machine, output is associated with state. So when machine starts, it automatically gives an output which is associated with present state. But in Mealy machine, outputs are associated with transition. So they give output when machine jumps from one state to another. So when we apply a string of input symbol on these both machines, then Moore machine will give one output symbol more than whatever the symbols this Mealy machine gives, because